All right, guys, so we are back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about pretty much 4 do's and don'ts on, well, in content creation and what you should versus shouldn't be doing. So number one is using one format. That's a real problem that you guys have, and the problem is that your stuff starts to get stale. And that's a problem because people subconsciously know when they see the same thing. I know that a lot of creators and people say, oh, just repost the same thing. That can work, but it has to be like some months apart because people still remember it. And what people will do is they'll just repost the same thing that they posted a few weeks ago and repurpose it. So it'll be the same idea, but just in a different format. So if it was a reel, maybe make it a story. People remember it. And what a lot of the creators do is they just tell you guys new stuff and you guys just watch it and get some views. But I want to actually explain why certain things work versus certain things not working. And even from my experience, I noticed when I reposted the same thing too soon, I didn't get as much traction because people remember it. So you want to make sure that you are using different formats because it keeps things fresh, it keeps things new. So for example, if you spend a lot of time doing, for example, with Instagram Reels or even with YouTube, you do shorts, mix it up. So since I post multiple times a day, I will just end up posting one reel, not reel, but one YouTube short and then a YouTube video, and it mixes things up. If I'm using Instagram, maybe I'll do I'll switch it up different days, but you want to have that mix. So maybe some carousel posts, some single posts, some reels. You want to mix it up and get on a schedule. So maybe say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do reels, and then maybe Tuesday, Thursday, I'll switch it up. I'll do single posts. You want to mix things up because people want to see different stuff and they remember. So if you can get on a schedule and structure it that way, so you remember to stay mixed up, then that'll help you out a lot. Number two is, so that was number one, using multiple formats, not just using one. Number two, do use light colors, don't use dark colors. So what people do is, like I said, their lighting is bad, or if they're just using something, they'll use like black and gray. Try to use brighter colors because they draw attention. If you teach, like I said, you do what I do. You get a ring light. You get them online. Amazon has them for a good price. They're not super expensive, and they last long, and they do pretty well because for the most part, even when I do my teachings with the mentorship, people don't complain about the light. So honestly, you want to make sure that the lighting is good. That stuff looks very, very bright and crisp and vibrant. You want your stuff to look really good. But just bright. Just stay away from the darker tone colors. That was number two. Number three is do turn on the high quality settings. So this is more for Instagram. There's a setting that says high resolution. The problem is that it sucks up a lot of data, well, not data storage. So you got to be careful because it depends on how much space you have on your phone. For me, I don't have a ton of space, so that's why I don't do that. And like I said, it depends on what you're posting. Because I repost stuff, I don't have to. But if you're doing stuff that's more you want to have higher res. And it depends on a lot. But it's just better. Like I said, it makes the quality better. It makes things look a lot better. So if you can, put on the high resolution setting. You go into the settings. And it'll say, like, turn on high resolution for all posts. Something like that. But you want to try to put that on. Number four is, and I think this will be second to last, number four is create a clear call to action. So this is helpful because this can get you more shares and more views. You can say, hey, share this if it was funny. Or even if you're selling something, maybe say, DM me. You want to give them a clear call to action. You don't want people to just click off. And that way it'll kind of tell the people watching your full stuff. But that's the way you get views. It's through shares. You don't just get views, and I explained this in the last video. You don't just get views because you get pushed up in the algorithm. You start by getting a lot of shares, and then you get pushed up. So people have that mixed up. You need to get a lot of shares. That's why pages that get stuff reposted or shared, they get the most views. It's honestly, it's just that. That's all it is. It's just stuff being shared. Well, people pay for it, and they pay a ton for it, like extreme amounts of money, like not because they're paying the actual company. They're not paying a fake bot. So the organic way is, like I said before, getting stuff shared. That's how stuff goes viral. and then eventually people build an audience. But have a clear call to action. Number 5, which is one of my favorites, do make sure to have different angles. So this can help make your stuff unique. You know, if you have a low angle, a high angle, just something to make it different, that'll help you guys out a lot. So those were the, I said 4, but 5 do's and don'ts of social media. Like and subscribe for more.